Thanks for watching Texas Living. You know, when it comes to being financially secure, we all want to be in the know with suggestions that will pay off. Our next guest has those, and these ideas especially cater to women and the challenges that they face. Welcome, Certified Financial Planner Ted Snow. Thanks for being here with us today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, very happy to have you back. Now, last time you were here, you shared some numbers that were kind of shocking, a little bit staggering.
It is, and you know, the 56 is the average age for a widow in today's day and time.
Yeah.
It seems very young.
Seems very, very young, yes.
Also, the women tend to live five years longer than a male.
Right.
And so we have to really plan for those types of things, being a widow and living longer.
And you know, there might be a lot of women out there who don't really know what their husbands have prepared for the future. They might need nursing care,
Right.
some obligations they might not realize that they need to anticipate. How can you plan for nursing care?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because 71% of women need some type of nursing care in their lifetime. It's a very high number. In addition, I'd like to talk about that in context of they usually need the care earlier and longer than a male does. And in addition to that, the average stay for a nursing facility for a woman is 5 years versus 2 years for a man.
Oh, wow.
Now, if a man needs it, let's look at what happens there. Woman has two choices. She can either step out of the workforce and take care of them, and now she has the lost income.
Right.
Or she can stay in the workforce and pay for it out of pocket, where the average cost of a nursing home is about $70,000 a year in today's time in Texas.
Something you really do need to plan and be prepared for.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big number for a year if you're not ready for it.
And it can be a real drain on that person's retirement nest egg.
Absolutely. A huge chunk on it, right? And so women make a lot less than men when they're in the workforce, though, too. Is that still true? It's hard to believe that's still true. We talk about it so often.
They're catching up, but right now it's about 81% of that of a man in the same position.
It's amazing.
And there are some implications that come along with that. For example, just because they're already starting behind the curve at 81%, they can't save as much over their lifetime. So that's one big obstacle. Another thing is that Social Security is reduced because they're making a smaller amount of money. Their pension, if they participate in a pension plan, they don't get the pension benefits as a man does because of that lost salary. A couple of other things, if they are participating in a 401k, the company doesn't match as much because they're not making as much.
So what should women be doing now to be prepared for what's ahead?
Yeah, there are several things that we can look at, and some of the things that I would like to talk about are the things that would get them ready for these types of things that happen. One is that they can't depend on the husband to plan for these things. Don't rely on that, and don't assume that they've taken care of that. We just don't know.
So it should really be, and you should try and have a really open conversation with your husband about these things, right?
Especially if he is the main breadwinner. If you are staying at home, watching the children, or even an elderly parent, these things are very important for you to take advantage of and actually take control of.
So do you recommend to a woman to go in and take control of her own retirement fund or her own savings account, something like that?
Well, I think it's an engagement not only in that, but to definitely take control, because they're the ones that are most likely going to have these issues face them. The male can usually handle those, but if they've been out of the workforce for a long time, the women, they have a big obstacle and a big hill to climb.
Absolutely. So what should they do? What's step one after this conversation?
Well, step one is that they've got to take a look at what they have and take an inventory of what's out there, what has been done and what they can do looking forward into the future and take control of that. Another thing is just to engage a certified financial planner that can help them coordinate their retirement, their investments, their insurance, and all of the other planning that needs to go on, the insurance programs that they have. But engage someone, whether it's me or somebody else, engage a certified financial planner that you can trust.
Thank you so much. That's a great tip, and then you can take make the daunting task seem a little more under control. Thank
Right.
you so much. I really appreciate you being here with us. You can join Ted every fourth Saturday morning at 9 a.m. for one of his webinar series called Women First. You can also contact him at snowfinancialgroup.com or call him at 469-522-4056 and schedule a no-cost, no-obligation second opinion review of your financial situation.